In this video, we'll be taking a look at two MLB games happening on September 1st, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these two MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Seattle Mariners versus Detroit Tigers. The Seattle Mariners continue their march to the playoffs as they take on the Detroit Tigers in the final game of a 3-game series on Thursday afternoon. This wraps up the first series of the year between these two teams. The Mariners sit in the second wildcard spot, while the Tigers have the second worst record in the American League. Logan Gilbert gets the start for the Mariners while Eduardo Rodriguez takes the hill for the Tigers. The Mariners come into this game with a 72-58 record overall, and they were able to pick up another win on Wednesday. The offense got the bats going late, and that was enough for the 5-3 victory. The Mariners have leaned on their pitching all season and are only giving up only 3.4 runs per game, which is 5th in baseball. Eugenio Suarez has hit 25 home runs and driven in 75 RBI. On the mound for the Mariners is Logan Gilbert, who sits with a 10-5 record overall, and he sits with a 3.49 earned run average. In his last start against the Cleveland Guardians, he went 6.1 innings, giving up 8 hits and 2 runs. On the other side of this matchup is the Tigers, who sit with a 50-80 record overall, and they had won 2 games in a row before losing the last 2 games. In 2 of the last 3 games, the Tigers' pitching has been a big issue, and that's something that will need to be better here. Overall this season, the Tigers' offense is averaging 3.32 runs per game, which is 30th in the league. On the mound for the Tigers is Eduardo Rodriguez, who sits with a 3-3 record and an earned run average of 3.6. In his last start against the Texas Rangers, he went 6 innings, giving up 6 hits and 1 run. Seattle is 5-1 in their last 6 Thursday games and 23-9 in their last 32 road games. The Mariners are 42-19 in their last 61 overall. Meanwhile, the Tigers are 13-29 in their last 42 on grass and 14-32 in their last 46 overall. Detroit is 46-98 in their last 144 versus the American League West. The Seattle Mariners are playing well this season and are trying to have a home American League wild card series, while the Detroit Tigers are having a miserable season and are neck and neck with the Oakland Athletics in terms of their records this year. Even diving into the previous 25 games for both lineups, there is a difference between both teams being able to score, as Seattle is averaging 4.68 runs per game, while Detroit is scoring 3.76 runs per game in that stretch. The pitching seems to be closer to a wash than giving one side over the other, but the offenses are not. Gilbert has given up 4 earned in 11.1 innings combined over his last 2 starts on 14 hits and 0 walks. As for Rodriguez, he's got just 1 earned on 10 hits and 6 walks over his last 2 starts in 11 innings. He won both those outings as well. We should have a decent starter matchup here, so the Seattle Mariners money line is our full game side pick. We've got a good pitching matchup here between Logan Gilbert of the Mariners and Eduardo Rodriguez of the Tigers. Rodriguez has been, in a word, fantastic against the Mariners in recent history. In his last 5 starts against them, he is 3-1 with an earned run average of 1.82 against. And Logan Gilbert has been consistently good this season with a record of 10-5 and an earned run average of 3.49. The total has gone under in his last 2 starts, where he has given up a total of 4 runs. The under is a ridiculous 73-29-9 for the Tigers this year, due to their bad hitting and good bullpen. Both starting pitchers have solid splits this season, as Logan Gilbert is 6-1 with a 3.15 earned run average in 15 road games so far, while Eduardo Rodriguez is 2-1 with a 2.84 earned run average in 5 home starts this season. Both bullpens have been one of the better spots in the entire major leagues, as the Mariners are 9th in the sport with a 3.39 reliever earned run average, while the Tigers are 7th in MLB with a 3.38 bullpen earned run average this season as well. And when they get a decent start, the odds of the under are even higher. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. We believe that hits and runs will be given out in abundance in this game, and that these lineups will have a field day. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Kansas City Royals versus Chicago White Sox. The Kansas City Royals face the Chicago White Sox, with both teams looking to start September on the right foot. The Royals have a 53-78 record, which leaves them at the bottom of the American League Central Division, but they look to build off a 13-16 record in August. The White Sox, on the other hand, have a 63-66 record, and with only 3 wins in their last 10 games are slowly watching their playoff hopes slip away. For the final game of the series, the Royals will turn to Daniel Mengden as their starting pitcher, while the White Sox will turn to Johnny Cueto, who looks to bounce back after allowing 7 runs in his last start. The Royals sit with a 53-78 record overall, and the first 2 games of this series have been the total opposite for their offense. On Wednesday, the Royals' offense could only manage 2 runs, and that led to the defeat. The Royals come into this game averaging 3.95 runs per game, which is 24th in the league. In this game, they need to try to get the bats going and really put the pressure on the White Sox. On the mound for the Royals will be Daniel Mengden, who sits with a 0-0 record and an earned run average of 2.08. In his last appearance, he went 2 innings, giving up 4 hits and 1 run. On the other side of this matchup is the White Sox, who sit with a 64-66 record overall, and they are going to need to get on a run if they want to make the playoffs. The White Sox are averaging 4.19 runs while they are giving up 4.54 runs per game. The offense is ranked 21st, and that has been the biggest disappointment for this team. On the mound for the White Sox is Johnny Cueto, who sits with a 6-6 record and an earned run average of 2.98. In his last start against the Diamondbacks, he really struggled and gave up 7 runs in 5 innings. The White Sox are 1-6 in their last 7 home games. The over is 6-2 in the Royals' last 8 games. The over is 5-1 in the Royals' last 6 games against a right-handed starter. The White Sox are looking to close out the series strong and turn a corner on the season. The problem is that the Royals have outplayed them since the second half of the season and look to once again step up and control the game both on the field and at the plate. The Royals, who have scored 24 runs in their last 3 games, should drive in runs throughout the game, with Bobby Witt and Salvador Perez making hard contact and crushing pitches against Johnny Cueto and the rest of the White Sox pitchers. The Royals should also limit a White Sox lineup that averages only 4.19 runs per game, with Daniel Mengden stepping up and pitching multiple strong innings before handing the ball over to the bullpen with the lead. Somehow, the Royals have looked more competitive than the White Sox over the last few weeks, despite Kansas City sitting at the bottom of the standings and Chicago fighting for a playoff spot. The White Sox have virtually blown their shot at making a run in the American League Central, getting swept by lowly Arizona in a terrible series over the weekend. Even Cueto fell victim to the team's losing spirit, having his streak of 10 straight quality starts snapped. I cannot back Chicago as a heavy favorite on Thursday, considering the circumstances. Kansas City is 6-3 in its last 9 road games against the White Sox, and the Royals are live underdogs again in this spot. The Royals should close out the series strong, so the Kansas City Royals money line is our full game side pick. The White Sox should limit the Royals lineup that scores only 3.95 runs per game, with Johnny Cueto pitching multiple strong innings with weak contact off the bat. The Royals should eliminate and potentially shut out a White Sox lineup that has only averaged 3.62 runs per game in the second half of the season, with Daniel Mengden and the rest of the Royals pitchers pitching multiple scoreless innings with little to no contact. Both lineups have struggled, and the upcoming game should reflect that, with both starting pitchers stepping up and controlling this game from the first pitch. This will be a low-scoring game with both starting pitchers stepping up. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.